Research complete. 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 More gold is required. Research complete. Research complete. Research complete.
Damage. Get my archer. Okay, let's try Overclock's permanent immolation strat. Because the hardest thing normally is... I got more stats this time for agility, starting stats, but you can still get off to a really rough start in this game and then never sort of recover. Permanent immolation. That's a super ranged character. It's the meta. I don't always want to go to pig. Sometimes I want to break from the pig. You can't overdo it. I'd prefer it if the pig was melee.
We demand additional lumber. We demand additional lumber. We demand additional lumber.
Everyone's trying out immolation just to see if they can get past the first few rounds, because Overclock's got 000 stats, so he's gone all in on the stats over time. So we'll see. He might have broken the mold.
We elves are not easy prey. You dare threaten me?
Level 1 boss. Oh yeah, that's definitely doing way more damage than I would normally do. Yeah, immolation seems tight.
We elves are not easy prey.
We demand additional lumber.
We elves are not.
Just go health.
I've no
Health abuse immolation for the first few rounds.
You dare threaten me?
You could keep leveling up the immolation, but if you try to relearn, you're going to lose some of your points. So stick with the level 1 for now. Oh, it's a boss! Alright. Luckily for me, I bought the health item. And I've got a few stats, but some of you guys with far less stats might have a bit more trouble. Should be able to take him, to be honest. But it's a level 2 boss. Key Chrono definitely not got the stats though. Although he's got the health potion. So maybe he's got this. I'm kind of hoping he doesn't get it though. Yeah. Level 2 boss. Those bosses should probably only spawn from level 5 onwards, shouldn't they?
I've no time for games.
There we go. Got our stats. So have a look around and see how much people are boosted by. I've got 30 now, so 5 agility per level, I think. I was tempted to go for the 6, but it really is kind of ridiculous. I don't even think it's worth going for the 6, because it gets so expensive. You're better off just buying the base agility. Because level 30, 30 times 5, you know, you're going to do the math to work out how much you get. Maybe. Oh, well, 30 times 1, it's only an extra 30 agility in total. So if you can get 30 agility cheaper. 200 IQ. Looks like everyone's on fire today.
Help you?
We elves are not easy prey. I have a land to defend. I've no games. We elves are not easy prey.
Might not even have to use the health potion. I still took it just to be safe. It's not worth not getting the kill for a tiny bit of extra gold.
We demand additional lumber.
You dare threaten me?
Nah. It's a bit dangerous to let myself get surrounded, but it looks like I'm tanky enough for this.
We demand
I have
I'm pretty sure that item doesn't work in this version. Or is it the immolation one doesn't work? As soon as someone finishes, it stops working.
We elves are not easy prey.
Can I help you?
I have a land.
We've got like no abilities.
Time.
I've no
Look around.
games.
Hello.
You dare threaten me?
That's not going to be enough.
We elves are not easy prey.
Hope you don't have any spells. Looks like you do. But Infernal doesn't last forever. So I'm just going to run. So don't mind me, Legolas. Oops, there goes your mana. Oh yeah! 198 gold in the bag. Legolas gets a second chance for redemption. So we closed player 11 because in this version it's still the older version. Nick has actually made another version, but he's not uploaded it. So that version is a little glitchy because player 11 basically gets the 100% bounty bonus. I think he's also got like the interest rate bonus, so he kind of gets like almost unlimited gold if he just doesn't spend any for a while. .50 agility. That's what we're talking about.
We demand
That level 1 immo is so good. Nick's going to end up nerfing it, but he's not here at the moment, so he doesn't know.
Take your time. Look around.
You dare threaten me?
He doesn't know. This is a secret between all of us. This is the pact we must keep between ourselves. Oh yeah, look at that attack. I'll finish the archer off in case it's triggering you. Oh shit, I better actually concentrate on not dying. I was trying to min-max it a bit too much, but they will actually kill me. Because the level 1 immo doesn't do that much damage at this stage. It's still good. But it's not really got the same impact it had. Pretty sure I don't need to move. I'll micro if I need to, but I don't think I need to. The only micro is required is hitting the right targets. I don't know if the Infernal is immune.
Take your time. Look around.
We elves are not easy prey.
Am I going to regret selling that?
Can I help you?
I have a land to defend.
God damn. Not quite. Not quite.
We demand additional lumber.
She just likes her attack speed, that's all. So 90, 135, 140, 50 rather, 165, 225, I think. She has reasonable damage, and the very fast attack speed is nice for picking stuff off. That's a threatening. I might be just quicker off focusing this guy before he spawns too many of his little things. Let's try killing those. Yeah, we're okay. This guy can sometimes get out of hand. Just focus him hard.
I have a land. We elves are not easy prey.
We demand
Can I
additional
help
lumber.
you?
I have a land. We elves are not.
I don't know what your deal is. Oh god. No, I don't think I can get around this one. Definitely too tanky for me at the moment.
I've no time for games.
Attacks deal bonus spell damage equal to 35% of attack speed. and an additional 70% of any excess attack speed over 400%. This Tyrell guy's looking pretty similar.
We elves are not easy prey. I've no time for games. We elves are not easy prey.
I do love agility. Oh, that was close. She slowed down a bit there.
We demand additional lumber.
It has to be all in on the items at the moment until I can work out what abilities. It's probably going to be what you think it would be, you know? You're not going to be too surprised.
We elves are not easy prey.
Could unlearn the immolation at this point.
We demand additional lumber.
I've no time for games. You dare threaten me? I haven't.
So you get a couple of spell points back, not all 3 of them, so you don't get full value back.
Can I help you?
It's even worse if you pick more abilities, which is why you only have to basically pick one ability. What if you went pillage and then unlearned that? Wonder if you could get your value back from that.
Not easy prey.
Haven't really tested it. As long as your hero's strong enough to not die.
I've no time. I haven't.
How much is that worth? 750 gold.
We elves are not easy.
I gotta think this one through.
I haven't.
750 gold, 1,500, 3,000, 3,750 gold I think it is. So you'd have to get 3,750 gold back. You'd have to kill 100 creeps, I think, to get your money back, basically. At least 120 creeps or something, if you pick the pillage.
We elves are not easy prey.
More gold is required.
I guess I'm willing to try it.
We demand additional lumber.
Might not even have enough money to afford the other abilities anyway, so... Let's go, boss. You and me.
I haven't landed.
Oh. Bronze. There's a drop in attack speed because this only lasts for 6 seconds. It makes you 50% more vulnerable, so it's pretty dangerous. But if you think you're not going to die, at least that's how I seem to have calculated it. So far, so good. it should be a safe item. It's an incredibly dangerous item if you are going to die, though.
We elves are not easy prey. I have a land.
And I wonder if it works with this attack speed. I don't think it does. Ah, PvP. PvAng.
I've no time.
Not sure about this item in PvP.
Hello.
Pretty much guaranteed to get wrecked.
You dare? We elves
He's
are
gonna
not
kill me with the summons. Run! He's got so much mana, so this doesn't even affect him. Oh my god. Aha, now he's running out of mana. There's not much I can do there.
I have a land.
Nah. Can't really get the range distance.
We elves are not easy prey.
You can't use healing potion in duels. Only in PvE. Wait. I gotta buy back my items. I don't know which one it was. Fuck. Just buy anything.
We elves are not easy prey. I've no time.
There you go. I can't pick any other abilities, so it's got to be items only. For as long as I can go.
Take your time. Look around.
I have a land.
Can I help you?
If you pick abilities, you're going to lose them all with time of retraining. Unless you pick like level 1. If you pick level 1, then you only lose like 1 skill point. But if you pick like level 5, you're losing like 12, 13 skill points. It's quite terrible. So you pretty much are forced to go items if you're going to do this. If you're going to try to get rid of pillage at the end.
Can I help you?
I've no time for games.
Hello.
I have a land.
Take your time. Look around.
I've no time.
I press this button and then I press stop. $600 gold bonus there, I think. Well, it wasn't 120. It's just 600 for killing the boss, then 120
We elves
bonus.
are not easy prey.
I think the bosses aren't favourable though, because you only need to kill 4 mobs to match the same gold as the boss.
Hello.
I have a land to defend.
We demand additional lumber.
It's got that life stone. It might be on cooldown though at the moment.
For games.
Take your time.
Fudge.
Look around.
I have a land.
So 95, 100, 140, 195, 210, 260, 320. It's very important that you press stop as soon as you activate this. I think those have got bash. Because it has a bit of an animation when you activate it. So your hero won't immediately attack after she's activated it. I only miss out on about 70 or so gold for coming 10th place. So it's not too much of an issue. The pillage should give more.
Can I help you?
You dare threaten me?
These are pretty much always worth buying over the gloves and stuff.
I have a land to defend.
Hello.
You dare threaten me?
We demand additional lumber.
That could be useful if I get put versus the right target.
I have a land.
I'm gonna take the risk with this. Oh! That's so BS. Well, if that ain't a hunk of RNG. She attacked every single target and his horse was the last one. If that was the other way around, I would have been in the front. And the other two mirror images would have been behind me. If that was if the roles were reversed, I can guarantee you, you got the best RNG you possibly could have got there. God, that sickens me. Because I should have won that. He got the best possible RNG in his favor. Is it still bugging out? What trait did you pick? I think this has funny rewards as well. It's had that kind of issue since the map started.
I have no time for games.
I guess you'll just have to enjoy that extra 2,000 gold. Some people might be getting slightly more rewarded than they should be, and random pick noob isn't just one of those.
We elves are not easy prey.
Free, free, free.
I have a land.
I see how Nick has done this now. The attack item 2 are pretty much all about attack speed. The first attack items are all about damage for the most part.
Can I help you?
You dare threaten me?
Ooh. That's kind of a negative, though. The less creeps there are, the less pillage I get. Even though I get first and get a tiny bit more gold, I'm actually getting kind of less. So the more creatures there are, the better for me.
You dare threaten me? I have a land to defend. The elves are not afraid.
I don't think those scepters are doing much damage. Spells build 300% of their cooldown, charge at 200 charge. Summons an illusion that takes 200% and deals 10% damage. 4 seconds. Yeah. And they trigger on-hit effects of 30% magnitude. So the more on-hit effects, the better.
We elves are not easy prey.
Let's see if that gets me killed. That item. Alright.
I have
Oh, not too bad. That was a weird one. Alright, 66666. Which is where you run into a bit of a pickle. Because I can't spend any more of the cash.
I've no time for games.
I don't have any mana.
We elves are not.
So that's still the better item that I've currently got. That was perfect. That was absolutely flawless. That was the click and stop to perfection. That's the only time I've done it actually perfectly.
Take your time.
All the others I've not been perfect on that. I don't know if that comes across clearly, but maybe some of you know what I mean by that. Like that was like instant stop.
No time for games.
I just need to fight someone with high armor.
We elves are not easy prey.
Yeah. Still gonna kill me though, probably. Ah! Oh well. So much for that.
I have a land to defend.
Attacks burn through target's armor, dealing damage equal to 300% of their armor as spell damage. So it's 70, so it should be doing 210 damage on each extra attack. So I should be getting a bonus 210 damage.
We elves are not easy prey. I have a land to defend.
He was reflecting some damage back there. And he's healing.
We elves are
Might have
not
to start getting a mask for the PvP. And replace that. Because that doesn't last the whole time anyway. So then it's kind of a dead item. Although that ain't great either.
I have no time for games.
Thank you, Marcus. I'm just going to full on focus him this time. Because I moved last time. But I didn't need to. Now I know. Now I know. So, 5 of these So 250. So it's 1,250 to get a maxed ability. So 1,250, 2,500, 3,750, 5,000, 6,000, 250, 7,500, 8,750, I think, unless my math is wrong. So theoretically, I can purchase a full set of abilities. So then the case is what would you pick? And you literally have the whole gander, because we can get rid of. So it'd be that. I might need to start writing it down, or maximum tomes, and see if tomes can pay off, like maximum agility instead of anything else. Shame I don't have the 100% interest, eh? So it'll be that, be that. Perhaps that, but I don't know. You'd think that would make the most sense, especially with mirror image.
I have a land. We elves are not easy prey.
That doesn't make sense, Legion. There is no lifesteal in this. The danger is if you go for the buff, you give yourself away after doing mirror image, so you kind of almost have to not pick the buff. Even though obviously the buff is amazing. But you have to kind of not pick it because of that.
We elves are not easy prey. I have a land to defend.
I don't remember that being part of it. But that would obviously make a shit ton of sense, that one. I know that's going to give you away as well, isn't it?
We elves are
Oops.
not easy prey.
Berserk would be a similar deal as the mirror image, it would give you away. But at the same time,
I've no time.
I only really have enough mana for mirror image though. And that maybe. Oh shit, that was a mistake. Oh, it actually worked for me once.
I've no time for games.
I don't know the burn magic does enough. The mana can blast dealing damage to the attack. It's 80 damage as long as they got mana. Most people have mana. That guy has none though. So I found 5 spells I like.
I've no time for games.
80 does sound like a lot, but at the same time I'm doing 157 per attack anyway. So it's like half the damage I'm currently doing. That does 30 damage per hit, but at least reduces their attack rate. Maybe. Maybe you're going on all in. Let's try it now. And then maybe 1 point in that.
We elves are not easy prey.
I feel like it's not worth actually picking an ability that does any of this kind of stuff, because she attacks so fast, you're kind of wasting the 3 or 4 different attacks at least just to cast the spell to do the animation. So it's either that or that gives yourself away as well. Still, it is a lot.
We elves are
450.
not easy prey.
I'm gonna have to pick stuff though. Almost died on that one. He's getting a little spiky, yeah.
I haven't. The elves are not easy prey. I haven't landed. I've no time for games. We elves are not.
It's just that last ability. Shares the same... No, it doesn't share the same hotkey as such.
I haven't landed.
God damn.
You dare threaten me?
I don't think you can have time. I've got such a long range, I don't need the wind walk. Let's just go with the endurance, I think.
I've no time for games.
So you got attack speed, attack speed, attack speed. Not sure about that one. Scepter.
I've no time for games. We elves are not easy prey.
She looks like she's not even attacking that fast. Ah. The spell effects is nice though.
We elves are not.
They proc off more spell effects on hits and stuff like that, so on hits is important. Ah, that was it. It's pretty much just tomes now, and hope for the best.
I have a land to defend.
We demand additional lumber.
You dare threaten me?
Well, 210. Let's see if that's enough to take the biscuit. Tyra's got the 224. The reflect thing is dangerous though. But the life steal should make up for that. Okay. QW. At least I don't die in the first round. Because I'm not fighting the first round. This is what it all boils up to, boys. Someone's coming in very strong right now. Mana shield though, drained. At least it looked like mana shield. He's actually fighting off the infernals. Oh no. Andre. That health regen. What the hell? Where's all that health regen come from? He's not even got like lifesteal. What is that health regen? There's obviously a trait or something that's helping out with that, but still.
We elves are not easy prey.
That's pretty funny. I'm nervous. With the dodges. Alright, let's count the agility then. Sorry, the attack speed says 60, 120, 180, 210, 420, 470, 570, 600. I got 600 attack speed.
We elves are not easy prey. I've no time for games.
Fucking
I have. We elves are not easy prey. I've no time for games. We elves are not easy prey.
Alright, all I can do is attack and hope for the best, and I'm doing no damage, so GG. This healing is broken in this version. It doesn't even take damage. All of that build up for that is so it's not skilled enough. There's nothing I can do to outplay my opponent. That's frustrating. And of course he got the right polymorph, didn't he? Close. The aura gave me away. Yeah, true. I think the bigger issue was the fact that I did no damage. Even when I stopped and just started to attack normally, even when he was right next to me. He was. I don't think he took like even 1 bit of damage, and this is coming from a character that's got 210 damage, super fast attack speed. That was a close one. That was the closest one yet. Key Chrono, you scumming it a bit with a very similar build to your last build there. You're not trying anything too different. Super tanky Frostworm stand next to opponent build. Take no damage. Like, these two are like the tankiest. So it's permanent immolation, it's lightning shield, doing damage to your opponent heals you. And probably the trait that heals you as well for any damage you've done with spells or something. I'm gonna have to bang Key Chrono. You don't have permanent immolation. $8,255 health. He's holy lighted himself as well as a Frostworm. I feel violated just looking at that. Even reflecting the damage doesn't do enough here. Because he's also doing the same. So. You can save yourself from being banned. Someone has to get banned. Poor random pick noob. Cannot get through that health. He's like having a slight issue that I did. Agility can't seem to break that health for some reason. He's done a slightly better job, but really barely scratched the surface. That seems a little stronger than the other builds, I gotta say. Seems just a little bit stronger. We still got huge contrasts, which makes me a bit upset because I wish it was a bit more skill based, these final fights. This coming from someone that just went for like mass agility auto attack, but I'd be up for more sort of skill based micro spell intensive finals than basically invincible stand next to opponent builds. Don't worry, it's getting nerfed next patch. In next patch it's getting nerfed. You know what this means though, Key Chrono? It means you're banned. Because you couldn't just let it go, could you? So, random pick noob is the real winner here. So, Key Chrono banned, aka if this was the Olympics, he would have to forfeit his gold position and random pick noob takes first. I like how people actually believe me when I'm saying he's banned. They're like, what? Why are you banning him? What? Why? That ain't fair. I'm not really going to ban him. He actually got a little bit more gold than I did. So you stole my idea before I mentioned it. Or maybe you stole my idea as I mentioned it, because I didn't go straight into pillage as I was talking about it. How did you all get that much gold? How many people went pillage and how many didn't? You saying my build was bad? The aura gave me away. So I could have not gone the aura. I forgot about that. So that was a mess up on my part. I still wouldn't have beaten Key Chrono though. Regardless of the aura. Legolas went pillage. A lot of people saying they didn't go pillage. So this really means that you barely get any more gold if you go pillage. Like, at most, you get like 9,000 more gold or something. Which really isn't that much in this game. It's like an extra 19 agility or something. It's not terrible, but it's not a huge deal.